The F6E3 error on Maytag commercial washers indicates a communication failure between the user interface board and the main control board. This error is often caused by electrical issues, mechanical wear, or software glitches. Resolving this promptly is crucial to minimize downtime in commercial laundry operations. The most common solution to the F6E3 error is a simple reset procedure. Start by unplugging the washer from the power outlet. Wait 10 to 15 minutes. This allows the internal capacitors to fully discharge, clearing any residual electrical charge that might be causing the communication issue. Reconnect the power cord to the outlet and turn the washer on. This resets both the UI board and the control board, allowing them to re-establish communication. This simple reset procedure often resolves the F6E3 error by re-establishing the communication between the boards. User reports indicate a high success rate for this non-invasive fix. First, ensure the washer is completely powered off before beginning the reset procedure. This is crucial for safety and to allow the internal systems to fully discharge. Next, locate the power cord at the back of the washer. Carefully unplug it from the wall outlet to disconnect all power. This step allows the internal capacitors to discharge completely. Now, set a timer for 10 to 15 minutes. During this waiting period, the washer's internal components will fully discharge, resetting the communication between the user interface and control boards. Once the timer has elapsed, firmly plug the power cord back into the wall outlet. Ensure it's securely connected to establish a stable power supply for the reset. Power on the washer by pressing the power button. Observe the display to check if the F6E3 error code has been cleared. The reset should have re-established communication between the boards. If the F6E3 error still appears on the display, the reset may not have resolved the issue. Proceed to the next troubleshooting steps, such as checking hardware connections. If the reset doesn't resolve the F6E3 error, perform hardware checks, starting with the ribbon cables that connect the UI board to the control board. First, examine the control panel area where these connections are made. Look closely at the ribbon cable connectors for proper seating and alignment. Inspect for any visible damage, such as frayed wires or exposed conductors that could interrupt communication. Check the circuit board connection point to ensure the cable is firmly plugged in. If the ribbon cables appear secure and undamaged, the issue may lie with the UI board itself, which could require replacement. UI board replacements typically cost between $150 and $300, depending on the model and supplier. Some Maytag commercial washers feature a diagnostic mode that can help troubleshoot F6E3 errors. First, consult your washer's service manual for the exact button combination to enter this mode. For example, you might need to press the power and start pause buttons simultaneously while the washer is off. This will enter diagnostic mode. Once in diagnostic mode, you can clear error logs, including the F6E3 code, and run system tests on motors and sensors. This helps identify the root cause of the communication failure between the UI and control boards. Preventive measures can significantly reduce the occurrence of F6E3 errors in your Maytag commercial washer. Start by keeping the firmware up to date. These firmware updates improve the washer's ability to handle communication between the UI and control boards, preventing errors before they occur. Voltage spikes from power fluctuations are a common cause of F6E3 errors. Surge protectors divert excess electricity safely to ground, protecting your washer's electronics. The TechCom app connects to your washer for proactive diagnostics, alerting you to issues like communication problems before they lead to F6E3 errors. Hotels and laundromats frequently encounter the F6E3 error in their commercial washers. One Chicago hotel faced recurring F6E3 errors on 50 Maytag washers due to grid instability. Technicians applied the UI control communication reset to all units and upgraded the grounding systems. This approach achieved a 95% resolution rate, saving $20,000 in downtime costs. A laundromat owner in Seattle encountered an F6E3 error where the initial reset did not work. After diagnostics, they identified a faulty ribbon cable and replaced it. This DIY approach provided a cost-effective, lasting solution that restored proper UI and control board communication. In a North Carolina textile factory, electromagnetic interference from nearby machinery caused F6E3 errors on Maytag washers. Maintenance teams used diagnostic tools to shield connections and upgrade grounding, preventing 80% of future incidents through these layered fixes. These real-world examples demonstrate that the F6E3 error is common in commercial environments and can often be resolved through resets, cable replacements, or grounding improvements, emphasizing the importance of layered troubleshooting approaches. The future of Maytag washers brings exciting advancements that will transform how F6E3 errors are handled. Future Maytag washers are trending towards IoT integration, allowing them to connect to networks for remote monitoring and diagnostics. This means washers will use AI-driven predictive maintenance to diagnose and even self-correct communication issues automatically. Expect improved shielding and modular board designs to minimize electrical faults that cause F6E3 errors. Staying informed about these new technologies can help prevent and resolve F6E3 errors more efficiently.